So the Balsamiq app is available on Windows and Mac. It's free trial, so you guys can start using. It will start with something like a blank project like this. You can add pages similar to PowerPoint. So for our purpose, we just pretty much use a browser. And for example, here you can do something quite cool. Like I named this a social app, right? And then my URL is, you can name it your own domain name or anything. And when you do this, Control Enter on Windows, Command Enter on a Mac, then you can start to see the kind of editing pattern that he's using. Double click, edit, right? Click outside, it's done. Now, to give you an example, how do we do the home page? We have a nav bar, right? So I will find up here something that is like a menu bar. I can drag it down here. So it's up to me to define. You see that it's again this edit, stuff like this. So let's call them, for example, here will be my home page. Maybe this is my nav bar, so I'm going to call this maybe the H symbol. Maybe the symbol one will be, we can just do it ourselves. I'm going to do this is home, this is my friends list, right? And this is logout. So you don't have to make it specific, but it's just good enough to use. So for example, I have my nav bar, I'll put it right here, right? And then maybe my logo, I could put whatever shape, but maybe I have, interesting, I have a logo here. Alright, so you resize like that. Or just do a text, it's quite cool. So for example here, I just choose, maybe my app now, let's find the letter H. Okay. Right? And then for example, the newsfeed stuff, then you use the rectangle stuff. Where's the rectangle? Right? You see the image there, you can have it. But so I have it, the newsfeed. But down here we have the sidebar. Notice a lot of powerful stuff on the left hand side. So I'll show some. For example, right? If you click this guy, okay? You click this guy, you can choose where they go when people click on the link. It's really powerful. You can even click what link is being clicked on right now. You see that? So if, for example, if I clone this page, if I copy this, duplicate this, for example, now I can add friends page, right? This will be home page. And on my friends page, then this guy, I will make it like selection friends, right? And then here you display your friends request. And the way we did it, I think, was that we have a bunch of friends like this. You can copy a few units, but make it bigger or not. And then with stuff like your friends, face in there, and then this is your friend's name. Look how you can actually use some formatting like this. It's a bit hard to understand at first, but it can be pretty cool where you can just have a person description, right? And now this page is getting a little crowded, so I'll just make it bigger. Whoops. Just like resize it to be really big like this. And then maybe this is where I can see it. So you have an add friend button here, right? Something like that. Where's the button? You guys see a button? Alright. So here will be add friend, right? Or remove friend. You can start mocking up to see how things work. You can even make them, click and go to each other page. That's the more advanced option. But this can get you an idea. And you can copy these guys. So I click here, command click here, command click. So control click to copy and paste, and then I need to copy one more guy, right? And then all these paste, and then press scroll down. This is my second guy, but this time maybe this is my remove friend, for example. You notice that you can start giving them background like blue, green if you like. In general, it's okay to have it quite ugly, yeah. So maybe this would be like, I call it unfriend. I don't know. Then it's shortened. And notice how it uses the align symbol here. It can be pretty cool. So you can design a few key views for your app like that to share, and hopefully each person can present this how they lay out their own app. The news feed, for example, here's your homework. You can do the news feed.
So
yeah.
To just get an example or an idea of what the layout will be.
Yeah, this help you plan, because if you start coding and you don't know what your website looks like, it will take you forever. It's just you're spending time on the wrong thing.
It's pretty hard, I guess.
Yeah,
You
designing.
really have to think everything through.
It's not, right? And then it's not easy at all. You do this and then you go back to your user stories, or user can do this and that. To give you an example, I just spent 10 minutes, but I add, for example, and I welcome feedback, okay? I want my app to be powerful, but also simple, because I don't have forever to implement. So here's an example of a wedding app, okay? So I'm thinking, okay, I create a wedding app, and I want to make it possible for other people to use, okay? Not just me. So then I think, oh, technically it's quite simple. Maybe an admin backend, someone can decide what the page title will be. This will be like, Stan and Harley, something on a date or something, right? So an area where people can customize the title, some event. Now here I have the menu. I'm thinking this is just one page. So imagine I have the backend. It's a model. It's called page. This is a page title. So I can create, one page record, another page, another page, another page. I just load the pages and then display them. Notice it's different for each person, right? For me, I have these things, but some people might want location. They may want, extra information here, right? So you see that it has to be flexible. So my app, the menu bar has to be flexible. So I'm thinking, okay, this is a page model in the back end, and that's a title in each, right? When you click one, it will show that page, and then it will display the content. And I'm thinking, okay, what kind of content do I allow the user to display? So I think in each page, I'm gonna allow the user to create sections. So it's gonna be called like, the page has many sections. In each section, a section will have some title, and maybe in that section I have an image inside it, something like this, and some description. That may be enough. And then that means you can maybe have some choices. Maybe the image should display first, but I think this is okay. The user will see the image of displaying what it is. Maybe it's a map of a location. Maybe it's a picture of a house, right? This is a description. Hey, this is where you can stay. But you see that this is one section. Then I decide that I can keep displaying it for the other ones. Do you guys see some of the planning process?
Yeah.
So I hope that just obviously it's just a simple demonstration. I love to learn from other people how they do their planning for the layout. But you see that my app now is like, it's a wedding with some title with pages, and inside the page has many sections, and I just have to worry about how to display them. I will have to add other pages like, oh, maybe the guest can RSVP, which means, hey, I'm coming and I will be here on this day and that day. It gets more complicated, right? If a person has multiple weddings and have guests who are in the same cities, but for different weddings, maybe you want them to meet, I might add that feature. It'd be nice to have, so you can create multiple weddings, but it's one single website that takes care of different users. Then I have to change this a little bit too, and I'll start adding more pages here. But initially, don't hesitate to ignore some of these advanced features. Work with a few simple features. Save that as a simple copy. You can always go back to this and just implement this if you run out of time. Right? So your page, your app may have advanced features like importing photos from Facebook. Okay, that is more advanced, right? You need to submit for permissions so you can get the photos. You may need a chatbot feature. You may have a feature to send Messenger to, send a message through Messenger to your app. Yes, I don't know. Just but have them there. But keep in mind, always work on the most important thing first. Look, if I run out of time, do you see that only 2 pages that I just designed are good enough? So that's the mindset, right? Just start adding some more stuff. The reason why this tool is very powerful because all you need is at the top here. It gives you some inspiration. You can just drag it down. I show you guys a few more apps, but I find that none of them really, seem to be that convenient. So I give you an example. Wireframe.cc is a minimal tool, but each time it's kind of nice to just add anything, but it's not. It doesn't feel the same way because I don't have the suggested components with me, right? You go to Boomar, you click on components, you're like, okay, I can use this component for this purpose. In this mock, I don't like it very much because it's really cool. I mean, for example, here, picture that you do this, but it's not the same as having a set of tools just presented for you right here, and then you can just do it, right? And it's intentionally made to be ugly, so you don't worry that, oh, this is like the line here is not nice. It's made to be ugly, so you focus on the layout and content. You don't focus on, oh, I need this to be, pretty. What's the font? There's no font, right? Well, you can change the font size. That's why you can change this so it's bigger. And some advanced feature is really useful, such as linking to different pages and like highlighting certain area, or like displaying color text. As you use it, you probably can find more advanced ones. You just saw the ability to insert any icons like logo and stuff. Fake that. That's right. So if you have any cool stuff, you share. That's it. Attach these things to your Trello card, right, as you have some progress. I'll do the same thing.